Hello, everyone. Welcome in or welcome back. Thank you for being here and sharing your time and energy with me today. My name is Amanda, and today we have a collective reading that is all about the Valley of Despair. This came out as a very strong energy that Spirit wanted me to pull cards on and chat about, as I feel there are many people in the collective that are feeling some level of feeling lost or not knowing where to go, feeling hopeless, isolated, alone. So this is a reading to bring forth hope without it being false hope, and bringing together community so that we don't feel so alone in this very isolating, dark, and lonely place. If you're new to my general tarot readings, know that not all messages will resonate, so please only take what messages are aligning, confirming, or inspiring for you, and kindly leave the rest behind for someone else. Also, use your own discernment when it comes to making decisions based on your own personal situations, limitations, and or means. And this reading will be timeless, so whenever you find it, there will be something here to help guide you along your journey. So what is Valley of Despair? Valley of Despair is a moment of significant change or extreme resistance to reaching a goal in your personal or professional life. This is the stopping point or the quitting point for a lot of people. And there are others that move through this valley of despair and seeing a certain level of growth, expansion, success. That's not to say that starting over is wrong and it won't garner anyone's success if they start over when they get to this extreme resistance. It's just another way of getting to the finish line, of attaining that goal. So if you're seeing yourself here, or if you're moving through it, then this message will be for you. So when I think of Valley of Despair, I think of the Five of Pentacles. This is an energy of lack, and when we are in the Valley of Despair, there is a lot of feeling of lack. I don't have enough. I don't have enough money. I don't have enough clients. I don't have enough friends. I don't have enough to pay the bills. The feeling of not enough comes through very strongly. This can make one feel really hopeless, especially when there is no solving the issue. When you do your best to get yourself out of this. You might look for a new job. You might look for new clients. You might increase your rates. You might step out into new social circles. However, you bump up against a bit of a ceiling. Nothing seems to improve the situation, and everything just feels stuck and stagnant. So this is what I feel when I see the Five of Pentacles. I have something in my eye at the moment, so give me one sec as I work through this. And that just actually goes into this fogginess that you can kind of feel, this feeling of despair as we move through the valley. It is this feeling of not knowing what the answers are. You feel like you've tried everything. You don't know where the path leads. You've come to some kind of impasse, and you're not really sure how to get out of it, how to move forward. What decisions do I need to make? How do I fix this? How do I change this? How do I just move through this? And everything you do, it just feels like you're stuck in place, and that there's a hopelessness feeling. Some people can move into states of depression, even dark nights of the soul, which can be where you're questioning your worth. You're questioning a lot of things in your life and what it all means and what is your purpose and what's the point. So it's a very significant moment in your life that could either sink you or could be a point of transition, transformation, of change, if we are willing to kind of look into what it has to share with us. Rather than fear, we move through it with curiosity. We move through it with questions. We figure out new ways and creatively problem solve through this process. We even find ourselves in new places. This is the moment of becoming a diamond. You are not being buried, you are being planted. So I would say, if you're in this moment, to look for the nuggets of opportunity. Even if they are small, those glimmers, those people, those situations, those circumstances? How can you do your best to not only get what you need, but to figure out where you want to go next? And it's kind of a twofold thing where you're trying to survive, but you're also figuring out how to thrive at the same time. This could be where you are at, where you are trying to find assistance, trying to find help, being open to help, opening yourself up to the possibilities, even if it's not what you expected, even if it's a little uncomfortable, even if it seems like a step back. This is temporary. So I'm going to pull some cards, some oracle cards to start the reading, and see what messages come through in regards to this valley of despair. And then we'll get some tarot cards as well to clarify maybe how you can move through this and what it's trying to show you. So let's open the reading up with an Angels and Ancestors Oracle card regarding the Valley of Despair. Just an energy for the reading today. One more. Okay, so you got two more. Okay. So because these two came to, this one fell on top of that one, so I'm going to keep it. We have Oracle. Wait for important information. This is interesting because I feel like you're a doer. You're somebody who wants to take action and to be ambitious in overcoming this challenge. You've done it before, you want to do it again. And I feel like Spirit is already coming through to share that this is a moment of waiting to receive, of waiting to respond. I'm getting into human design now, where you're, I believe it's the strategy, and there are a number of different types of strategies depending on your human design, but it's basically a strategy of waiting to respond. And that's not necessarily to say that this is passive, where you're just sitting in a chair and waiting for something to show up at your door or in your inbox. This is not chasing or forcing a specific outcome or having an expectation that the actions you will take will garner results. You can also engage in this particular type of strategy while you're waiting for things to show up, the opportunities, by asking questions that help you prepare for the opportunities that are up and coming. What can I do today that helps align me to my North Star or gets me what I need in this moment? What kind of skill or information or knowledge can I attain in order to move myself forward, in order to advance myself and get myself closer to attracting the things that I want in my life? So I feel like this is a bit of a waiting game. As you're kind of moving through this in a bit of a panic, this is Spirit's suggestion that you need to wait for information. You need to wait to respond. You need to open yourself up to receive, to look for those opportunities, maybe in places that aren't obvious. So we have the Peacekeeper. A harmonious resolution is possible. So I feel like eventually you will find, I feel like something big is coming through or something big is happening in this process, and we'll get into some details with the tarot. But I feel like this is something big that you're overcoming, you're moving through, and in turn something big will occur in your life in a very harmonious way for you. So this could be a big manifestation, this could be a big promotion, this could be a big opportunity. But I feel in order for you to be ready for this opportunity, that you have to come to peace with where you are right now and to wait for something so that you can learn, so that you can grow spiritually, personally, professionally. So this is almost making peace with this moment, making peace with the tension, making peace with whatever's coming up at this time. I have this sense of non-judgment. You should not judge yourself during this process. You should not judge what's coming up or see truth in this process. This is almost like There's certain planetary alignments where it's reflecting, the universe is reflecting, or the planets are reflecting maybe old stories or old ways of being, of making you believe something. There's an illusion coming through now where this is an illusion. You're moving through it, but this isn't actually your story. This is just the middle part of that story. This is that low point in the story, and there will be a comeback. So it's almost like you are learning a lot of things. There's a lot of information in this darker place that is going to help you receive and align to that big thing that you would like. And shedding old skin with the snake, and I feel that's exactly the part of this process, is shedding the old skin, shedding what was before this moment that may not necessarily got you here, but to look at the successes before this, to look at the failures, and understand that maybe some universal energies at play, but also what are the lessons that I'm taking away from where I am and where I came from, and how can I use that to strengthen myself in the next chapter. So that would be that old skin pulling away. But I really feel you are moving up and out of something. You are letting go of weight. There's a lot of weight. It's like a jacket made of iron where it's protective and it keeps you somewhat safe, maybe comfortable, but it's really weighing you down. It's not allowing you to fly. So as soon as you take that off, you release that weight, you release those burdens, you release the things that aren't working for you, and you come to peace with letting that part of you go, letting that part of your life go, letting go of part of that business that maybe served you a purpose up until now, but you can't take it anywhere further from here. So yes, I feel that there is somewhat of an impasse here, and it's up to you to kind of carve out where you want to go next and how you can level up. But I feel this valley is here to help you integrate that. Again, coming back to the information, there's information, and I just noticed that there's a snake on this woman's arm too. So again, more references to snakes. That could be a synchronicity for you. But I really want to get into the tarot now to take a peek at more details of maybe each one of these cards, and then maybe we'll get some advice at the end. So Spirit, what is this Peacekeeper about? What is the resolution? Thank you. Death in the reverse. So this is coming to peace with some kind of ending. Things that need to change, this transformation. I feel you're really resisting this change, the things that are happening. Certain things are falling away and you can't, it's like they used to be this solid thing, like the solid rock, but as soon as you go to grab it, it melts through your fingers. It's unattainable now. It was once solid, but has now changed form. Maybe you have changed form. And that's a very unnerving feeling when you're going through it and you're feeling it and you're watching it unfold. And that is, I feel what's happening here is that you have to make peace with whatever the next step is, whatever that resolution is. And you may be fearful or staying in some kind of loop or cycle to kind of keep things together. So what is this old skin that the collective is shedding? What is this old skin? What is this old skin? So I feel like this, I feel like this moment in time is helping you with this letting go, is helping you make peace. It's the most uncomfortable experience, but I don't know that you would have been able to do it otherwise. You wouldn't have maybe let go of this thing or this person without this pressure, without you being challenged to see things in a different way, to do things in a different way, to get to kind of the core of who you are, stripping away everything that doesn't serve you, that no longer aligns with who you are and the growth that you've seen up to this point. And that's a hard thing to possibly let go of. So this process is helping you make peace with that new you and helping you shed that old skin. So the star, we have some major arcanas here as part of these oracle cards, which I think is part of this process that you're moving through. Shedding the old skin has something to do with getting to the core of who you are. Like I mentioned, the star card is your hopes, your dreams, your wishes, and seeing the light in the darkness, aligning yourself to that North Star, having a direction and a goal. But not just any direction or goal. This is true alignment. This is an alignment with your purpose, the things that fire you up, the things that light you up, that excite you. That could be people, that could be a business or a career path or a new place to live. It could be any number of things. There could be a level of healing required as you align to this North Star, as you move through this valley. I would like to know what the star is about, though. What is this attached to? The old shed the old skin. What is this star attached to? Okay, definitely a new opportunity and a new love of some kind, but it's in reverse. So I feel like this has to happen first. This alignment, this letting go and alignment has to happen first in order for you to have this new start, this fresh start. The Ace of Cups in the upright can be anything from an offer of love, an offer of a job or a new career path, new clients coming in that you really love to work with, something that feels really fulfilling and that will overflow your emotional body. But I feel this is you finally coming up from the depths. I always like to point out the lilies because the lilies grow from dark, sludgy places, which is where you are. Again, you're not being buried, you're being planted. And to continue to follow that light until you get to the surface and you're able to bloom. This is this moment of blooming, of being so overwhelmed with joy and happiness. However, it is in the reverse. So I feel like once this shift occurs, that you will be able to open yourself up to whatever these new loves might be, and to really not only open yourself up, but to be accepting and receiving and allowing it to fill you up. Now I want to go back to the death and figure out what this is all about. What is this death in reverse? Maybe what are the patterns, or what can't be let go of? What is the fear? What is the fear of letting this go? What is this death in reverse? Okay, it fell on the floor. The Empress, another major arcana. So this is an energy of have patience for some kind of process. Maybe because you're so fiery and you're so ambitious and you're such a go-getter, you want to achieve and you want to manifest and make those manifestations happen and see growth and abundance in your life. I feel like there could be an energy of possible impatience. You want to have the reward in your hand right away. You don't want to wait for it because I feel you've put in a lot of hard work up until now. But I feel this is part of that peacekeeping energy that's coming through, is that you have to let go of not only the things that need to be released, but also this idea of coming into fostering something, of nurturing something, being patient in that process. Because it makes sense. You want to move out of this energy as fast as possible. But that is part of the lesson here. That is part of you moving through this, is to not only understand where you're going and what you truly want at the core, at the heart, but also to be able to foster what needs to happen in this moment in order for you to attain that on the other side. So having patience for birthing something new, waiting for the right time, divine timing is coming in, caring for yourself during this moment and knowing that abundance is on the way. You have planted the seeds, or will plant the seeds for these new things to enter into your life. But you have to continue to nurture that And eventually, over time, you will see that gold. You will see those rewards, and your life will expand. So what is this important information? What is this important information? Six of Cups in the reverse. So there's an attachment, an emotional attachment to the past here, which I feel has a lot to do with this death energy. There is maybe something to do with your inner child, thinking back to a memory where you really enjoyed something and you got so excited about it. And maybe it's something that you showed up for a lot. What is that thing that you can really lose all track of time in? I feel that's what is being connected to here, that is possibly being brought back in. This could also be a connection to a child or a mother figure, and making some sort of peace with a past story, a past experience. There could be self-forgiveness involved in this, so that you're not hanging on to something and allowing that to define you moving forward. Which could have something to do with your North Star, your true purpose, your true path. So what else? What other information do you have? What other important information is waiting? What is this information? What is this information? Strongest. Knight of Swords in the reverse. The Knight of Swords is a very sharp decision maker. They're very witty, very intelligent. But they move at the speed of light. Whenever they have an idea, a thought, they like to move on it. They don't like to let the grass grow under their feet. So again, there's patience coming through here as we are putting the brakes on and looking around, of gathering information. And that could be part of this Knight of Sword energy, where instead of moving forward with information, you are stepping back or staying in place in order for you to gather some kind of information. Spirit's being a little vague about what that is right now, because the Knight of Swords is either a person or an energy. I'm feeling this is an energy for you because it's in reverse. We've got that slowing down energy and maybe receiving messages or information versus delivering. However, if this is a person that you are dealing with, I feel like you're wanting to move away from this energy of someone who could be sharp-tongued, or they are very reactive or impulsive or really cruel with their words. They don't think before they say something. And it could be an energy that you no longer want to participate in. So I feel that there's some sense of having to step back to understand, to learn, and then take action on it at some point in the near future. So let's get some oracle messages to end your reading. Celebration. Oh my goodness. So 2 cards flipped out at the same time. One was celebration, and look at that. One is patience. Spirit's funny. So I feel like these two are kind of nice little wrap-ups to each side of this spread. We have patience on this side as being this energy of waiting for something to come to you, waiting for something to be born, to be birthed, having patience, but also not losing sight of that light, and spending time looking at your past, maybe your inner child that hasn't been able to be fully expressive. And that is information that needs to come from within. So that is why this slowing down or even stopping is happening. So you can stop to look around. You can stop to feel what's inside your true heart's desire. And this skin that you're shedding is this old you of having to move and achieve at a really fast rate, possibly, or letting go of some beliefs of what you can and can't achieve. Could be even releasing people or things that are simply not in alignment with who you are or who you have become. And then we have celebration on this side, which it's beautiful because this is dancing in the dark. I'm hearing that song, Dancing in the Dark. typically when we're dancing, especially when we're talking about the tarot, there's the sun card, which is this exuberance in the full-on daylight. But this is dancing in the darkness. This is the opposite. This is embracing an energy of celebrating your achievements, being grateful for what you have currently, and to be really present in this moment, to celebrate all of those little wins that you have every day, to have your down moments in the darkness and in the depths, but to always come back to this celebration, always come back to this North Star and what you feel most excited and harmonious about. And as well, opening yourself up to receive information, receive offers, especially if you're in this moment of, I need to look for opportunity. I need opportunities in order to survive. Where are those opportunities? Even if those opportunities are not necessarily aligned, there's a certain level of priorities I feel that has to happen. So if you have that in place and you have found some level of support, then you can start turning your focus on the work that needs to be done in terms of aligning to your North Star, aligning to the things that are going to fulfill you, and celebrate the fact that you're on this track, you're here, you're in this reading, you're understanding and learning information, and maybe you're doing other research that can help you move through this valley of despair. So I really feel like it's a very positive outcome for you, even though right now you're moving through a bit of the sludge. But I feel like in this case, this will bring you into higher alignment, stronger alignment, from a place of personal strength. So continue to do the work, continue to have patience and compassion for yourself. And I wish you all the luck in the world, my dear collective. So this is what I have for you, my dear collective. If you'd like to dive deeper with a personal reading, I am offering readings. You can find the link for that in the description box. And with gratitude, I'm sending you all my love, and we will see you in your next reading.